It is a beautiful morning here in paradise. You're watching the Billabong Pro Tahiti, stop number 7 of the World Surf League Championship Tour. Round 2, Heat 6 has our Tahitian competitor. He's been representing well in the top 34 for a long time now, and he's been hoping to win this event at some stage of his career. Michel takes on Jadson, representing Natal City in Brazil. As this one's going to get started. Already Jadson just took a look at a wave during the break. His second effort here is lightning fast, and he's coming flying out. Amazing speed run for Jadson.
You can see took off a lot deeper, and as he drives down the line, it's almost like a point break tube ride. You can see just funneling through there, and then it grows on the inside, so a little touch of west in that as well, but more predominantly south. But let's have a look at this. You can see him driving through. Now he slows down. Now he hits the brakes again, realizes he's coming out, and that's where you got to try and slow right down and maximize the time in the barrel. But
so Jadson deep on this one, doesn't have priority. It's up to Michel if he wants it. Famously known as the Spartan, he grabs his rail. He's got a ton of speed and drive to go the distance. And his favorite wave in the world spits him out to the channel. Jadson's even knocked him out at Teahupo'o in the past. How'd you like this approach?
Yeah, well, this is one of those west ones that Strider talked about that kind of breaks more inside. It comes out of the channel. That wave grew. Have a look at the size of it when he takes off, and now look at the end of the wave. It's almost doubled in size as Michel Bourez slows himself down and kicks out. So that answers definitely back to Jadson 6.0. Great technique, slows himself down. Look at it. See how he's using part of his body to wipe off that speed. A very difficult thing to do here at Teahupo'o.
Staying calm and just hoping to keep this roll going here at Teahupo'o. Back into live action. Michel Bourez in a cave. And he's out through the inside. Love the kickouts here in Tahiti as he's on a roll. Back-to-back keepers for the Spartan to put pressure on Jadson. Really heat up. Let's take another look.
Yeah, look how small that wave is when he took off, and then the thing grew, and now it gets hollow and starts unloading on the reef. Michel Bourez knows his place as well as anyone, and that is a great backup wave. You can see when he took off on it, kind of squeezing in. Now it just throws wide open. And Michel Bourez realizing he was on a little gem right there, and that is going to be a great score to back up that 6.67.
Up and come at you, so the inside corner is very dangerous. But right here, Jadson holding the wall just under the curtain. Beautiful foam ball, and he comes out. Nice work right there from Jadson. Very technical, and coming to that inside section that you have to be really careful about. But Jadson just throwing it in the air and out the back behind him. Beautiful wave for Michel Bourez. Comes flying out through that and then kicking out so he can get his position back out into the lineup. Tactics playing in right there. Both surfers getting great waves.
Getting a solid one to kick it off, and Michel with the answer pods.
Yeah, a different way of really getting in the tube. A lot of guys will be sliding in, grab that rail straight away. Michel Bourez going down and around, pulling up underneath the curtain. Up and over the foam ball. That's that section we talk about. A very critical wave there, but Jadson, a different technique as well. Sliding straight into it. Foam ball ride. That was a really critical tube ride for Jadson. And then a little bonus section through the inside. Wow. Jadson needing a 5.85. Is Michel Bourez's wave going to better that 5.17? Look at Jadson up and over the foam ball. And again, that double foam ball ride, which is a super critical way to come out of the tube. And then that little bonus section through the inside. I mean, that was a beautiful wave for Jadson, and then going for the air. Are you crazy? He just manages to sneak under the lip. A very technical way to get tubed.
Michel still swinging. This time packs it on the takeoff. He comes out. Michel and Jadson going barrel for barrel. Their last 2 meetings have gone Jadson's way, including a round 2 heat in 2015 at Teahupo'o, Tahiti, on Michel's home court. Let's see what happened here.
Yeah, you see a different way to pull in, just straight into the tube. That was a deep one for Michel Bourez as he looks up to the heavens. Let's have a look from the channel. Pulls in. There's that foam ball we talk about. The board's bouncing. It's like a wild ride inside that tube, and Michel holding strong. Super powerful human, and manages to pull that one off.
Competing at a lot of events this year. Got nice and barreled at the U.S. Open, which was a rare treat. As we look at this one, bottom turns nice and deep over the foam ball. 2 arms to stall. Out in front for a classic snap off the top. Going for a late hit at the dry reef. And an awkward fall. Michel now sets his rail nice and deep. The local boy is going to get taken down. So it's all up to Andre's wave. First of all, hoping that he survived that crazy wipeout.
Michel Bourez, let's have a look at his wave. Trying to slow down a little bit too much, and then you can see that end section folding down on top of him. Jadson, though, let's have a look at his replay. As he drives through the section, up and over the foam ball, comes out, and then decides to go to turns. Beautiful snap. And then we were saying, no, don't do it, but he just goes for it, doesn't he? Ooh. Goes down in a super shallow part of the reef. Side fall. You can see as he slides off the bottom, drives. He couldn't afford to wipe off too much speed there. You can see him trying to slow down. Beautiful turn as well. And then going for broke at the end, just not quite finishing that off. So kind of leaves a bad taste in the judge's mouth when you fall off at the end of your ride.
Before the buzzer, Jadson gets up in time, but it's not going to make a difference. And he's knocked out with one of the high single scores of the contest, an 8.77, left chasing a 6.2. And Michel gets payback against Jadson from a previous round 2 loss here on his home turf, as the Spartan will move on to round 3 with a 14.97 total with brilliant conditions here at Teahupo'o.